Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Force here, and today we will be taking a look at the Secret World. This game is currently in the beta, and this weekend they're having one of their beta weekends that are leading up to the release of the final game. Currently there's only so much content available. In this first video, I want to show you guys the character creation screen, as well as the starting area for one of the three factions. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, and as you can see, I already have a character I've actually played for quite a few hours already, and I decided to just take some time and show you guys the game. This is nothing important, just choose the server. They're all sitting at about medium load as it is. I'm gonna go with Chimera. Chimera? Chimeria? Who knows? Alright, let's hop right in, shall we? Alright, so this is gonna first and foremost bring us up to the faction selection. There are three factions with which we can choose: the Illuminati, the Templars, and the Dragon. Now, all of them, there aren't really, I just want to talk to this specifically really quickly. There's no like race restrictions or anything like that, or particular class restrictions. In fact, there aren't really classes in this game. It's more about picking and choosing the types of abilities you want and the way you want to play your character. Now, there are differences between the three. First of all, there are mindset differences, just kind of the ideology behind each of the factions to choose from. But also there are some faction specific abilities as far as I'm aware. I don't know very much about that, but from what I read, there are some faction specific abilities in the game. That could be wrong, I could be completely off base. But anyways, we're gonna go with the Illuminati for no particular reason other than that's what I want to pick. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Now again to the character creation screen. So first in the upper left we've got the decision, of course, male or female, and then we're going to be bringing up here facial traits and hair and makeup for the head section. So why don't we just go ahead and pick something that I like here. A few presets. There aren't really a ton of options, to be perfectly honest with you, and actually I want to immediately get rid of those stupid ass glasses. Thank you. Get rid of those things. Alright, so general facial structure is the first thing to pick from. I guess I will go with that. And eyes. You can rotate the character. You can also zoom in and out, I believe. Yeah, you can do that too. All right, eyes. What is that, eye color? Who gives a crap? Let's go with red. Awesome. All right, pick a nose that we want. Looks fantastic. Lips. Okay, and the jawbone. Nice wide. That's a good looking jaw. All right, so those are the facial traits, hair and makeup. I at the very least just want to quickly show you all of the options. I think I'll go with that thing. I'm gonna try to be as creepy as possible. Huh? Some creepy looking eyebrows. Yeah, let's go with that. And a beard and mustache, of course. Every man needs one of these. And I see nothing better than that one. And then facial feature 1 or 2. I think that just puts a little more stubble on them, which is kind of silly, but there you go. And let's accessorize. Let's not. What do I got here for options? Let's go with the vest. I've got an affinity for vest. I don't know what it is. I love sweater vests. So, you know, I mean, just take, and of course I do want to show you the accessories. The only thing these are sunglasses. And I don't want any sunglasses. Chest, starts off with, looks like we got a few collared shirts there, different patterns. Short sleeve, of course we got the vest, which is my selection. T-shirts, long sleeve shirts, polos, tank tops. So much fashion here. This is the back, so this is if you want an overcoat or something like that. I don't need an overcoat. I'll scroll down quickly to show you. Look at this one, huh? Wow, that's interesting. Continue to scroll down just to show you that the options that are available there. Legs, of course, you need to make sure you got some good pants. Those are corny. Sweatpants? Why not? Why not? This is the Secret World. Let me give you a little bit of information about this game. So this is an MMO, and the premise of it is, obviously, as you saw, there were the Illuminati, the Templars, and the Dragon. Secret, underground organizations, essentially. And they're there, they exist, and that's the point. And we're gonna discover more about it. I don't wanna spoil too much, but let's get some good kicks, huh? There you go. Those look great. My sweatpants are dirty, man. You can't even have clean sweatpants. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And of course, we have got to pick a name. Pick a name. First name, Lady. Let's see if we can get Ekroff. I'm not sure if I have that on one of my other characters. Lady Milady. And his middle name is Ekroff. Well, I got it. Wonderful. That is good. So we're going to jump right into it, and it should be starting off with some cinematics, which, of course, I will be quiet during, for the most part, just so you guys know what's going on. Here we go. 1 week ago.
Terrorist attack on the headquarters of the multinational Orachi Group. It's been over a week since the first reports of widespread destruction in this now abandoned commercial district of Tokyo. We join our Asian correspondents to ask, just what is the Japanese government hiding, and why?
How does this guy not have a screen in his windows to stop stuff like this from happening? Look at this. This entire game could have been avoided if this guy just put screens in his windows like a normal person. He does have red eyes after all, so I guess he's not normal. He just swallowed a glowing radioactive bug. Of course, not good. Yeah. What are the implications there? Does anyone know? No. 4 days ago. Okay. His entire house is filled with a glowy smog. He is sitting in the corner, beside himself. His eyes are red, but again, that's not unusual. That is not usual, though, I have to imagine. What is going on? Fire bursting out of his chest. And... okay. It's pretty intense, to be quite honest with you. I hope they explain any of that at some point. Maybe I'm just being impatient. All right, so we're seeing his metamorphosis here. First, he swallows a bug and is surprised by a little magic flying out of his hands, and then he just gets completely freaked out by it. And now, apparently, he's in control. So that's the arc. And now he's like, all right, cool, magic, I got it, you know. I've had it for 7 days, time to leave, clean up the room a little bit.
Somebody's been bad. I approve. Mind if I come in? Time is ticking, so I'll cut straight to the chase. I work in talent acquisition, specializing in a highly unconventional sector for a very particular client. And they're particularly interested in your kind of talent. Fucking stuff up, putting it back together, altering the fabric of space and time, basic thaumaturgy. My client is only interested in the best.
Thaumaturgy?
Best.
Is that a real word?
I come in. Your talent is raw, but it's obvious. My client has the means to refine that talent and make the most of what you've got, and I'm not talking about money. Well, not just money. Protection, power, the best parties in the biz. We're prepared to give you a unique opportunity, a chance to prove you've got what it takes to hang with the big boys and girls, to rule the world. It's up to you to grab that opportunity by the balls.
Is this language necessary?
Based on what I've seen so far, you might be what I'm looking for, or you might end up dead. Time will tell. Tick tock. You have an appointment tomorrow in Brooklyn that I'd recommend you keep. There's no address. Consider this the commencement of your official interview. Find us, or we'll find you. My client has eyes everywhere. Don't be stupid. Later, Gator.
Weird. Pretty weird. And here we are in New York. Police line, do not cross, NYPD. All right, so each of the three factions, like I mentioned earlier, they all have their individual starting zones. And here for the Illuminati, it is in New York. I do believe the Templar are London or somewhere's abouts there, and the Dragon are Oriental. I don't know exactly what town. I want to say Tokyo, but that could be way off base. But I know it's Oriental in nature, so. And the starting area is also really, really short, really, really brief. Quickly just introducing you to the game, the combat and stuff like that. WASD to move, mouse to look around. There you go. All right, so you're gonna notice right here, quest on the right-hand side.
I'm sure you won't.
And mini-map up top with ping towards the quests, as long as it's available. This also shows you, I'll hit the map real quick, it'll show you resurrection points, so if you happen to die in every particular area, there are set resurrection points, and of course you just go to the closest one. So here we are. Look for a lead. Here's the lead.
No. Too much visibility on the street. They're listening. They're always listening. That's why I keep the dryers running 24/7. They bug my phones, read my mail. They have this place on CCTV. Replace my girlfriend with an android.
Guy's a loony.
The Illuminati. I know you know. And they know I know. You know? Oh, you're wondering why they haven't disappeared me. Shut down my magazine? It's because I play smart. I play along. It's a game to them, you know? It's all just a game. Oh, hi, Leah. Don't worry, she's not one of them. She's in my D&D group. Role-playing is the only avenue to resist control. We do nothing. They don't tell us to. They've been conditioning us in every kind of media for years, okay? Example, Pac-Man. That's how they see you. Just a little head, just a mind share. And you run through the mazes they built, sucking down their pills. The fruit, the forbidden wisdom of Eden, never enough. And you can't shake the fucking ghosts, right? I mean, they're watching you. Their eyes are always watching you, even beyond death. This all adds up. That's where you'll find the Illuminati, at the dark center, in the ghost house, in the labyrinth. It's right here. Just follow the yellow dot road. That's all I can say.
All right, so besides the fact that that guy was obviously crazy, that is actually the premise of this game. It's crazy people? No. It's these secret societies, these Illuminati and Templars and the other thing, the dragon. Here we are in beautiful New York. Get a GTA vibe from this game somewhat. Another surveillance camera. Quest objects or objects of interest are always going to be highlighted in yellow, like you see there. Notice my sprint. You activate that by hitting X. I'll also show you right here. See the tier 2 of 4 on No Sleep Till Brooklyn. These are the different stages. They call them tiers, stages of a quest. So that'll tell you how far along you are in a quest that you currently have, depending on what tier you are at. Okay. And now, follow the trail of Illuminati symbols, which is this bad boy right here. You can see the hand with the Illuminati symbol inside of it. So we're gonna just follow that. There we go, right over here. And right this way as well. Visually, the game looks decent. It's not amazing or groundbreaking or anything like that, but it's got a nice aesthetic to it. And the thing that I've found most enjoyable about this game is just the world it is set within, the history, the lore. And actually, speaking of lore, these right here, something else you will find floating about. These are lore items. You pick them up and you're gonna get a little bit of flavor text. Cue the ritual chant. Did that say what I think it did? Fuck or be fucked. So these are, you can see all the lore entries, and I've unlocked, what is this? 11 right there. 10, 11, 12 is still locked. And here it is, the secret Illuminati building. Let's just go right through this. Oh no! We set off the alarm. That's what I get for not waiting in line and
run them through due diligence.
I'm on it. Please, no head trauma.
Someone ping Cassini to shut that fucking alarm off.
Say, have you ever seen a person void themselves from exposure to pink noise?
Get these two freaks out of here.
there I am, being dragged along.
Hi. Have you ever seen a psychiatrist or taken psychedelic drugs? Whoa, 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 don't freak out. You got a lot of narcosynthetics in your system to fast track the rapport process. So make yourself comfortable before you lose motor function in your arms and legs.
McFly.
Is it safe? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm a researcher. An experimental researcher.
Zern, my schedule is triple booked, so get started 10 minutes ago.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Geary. Management.
Still here.
Shit. Knew that. Wow. Illuminati. Always there. Okay. Today, we're going to be provoking your extra-human potential. Routine tests. Psychic driving, invasive procedures, auto-suggestion. And this is all going to happen while you're under a post-hypnosis role-playing scenario. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm going to play you a looped recording of the catastrophe in Tokyo. And then, with a little
Sounds terrible.
chemical assistance, your uninhibited neurons are going to work their crazy magic. I won't lie to you. This is going to be an intense, out-of-body experience. Wow. I'm pretty excited myself.
All right, so Crazy Doctor Man is
And
drugging us.
Subject has left the building.
And now we're going into... He's playing us the catastrophe of Tokyo. I think that's what he said. And this is going to be a crazy out-of-body experience. Now, so that whole first part is 100% specific to that faction, the Illuminati.
Kaidencho, everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
This part
Dragons thrived on
is not.
chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it.
So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight. It's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia!
So this right here, this is the first time you get thrown into gameplay. And this is not specific to the Illuminati. The Templars and the Dragons will both go through this sequence. They come to this point in a separate way because the starting areas are different, but they all end up here and they go through this little steps here. So let's begin. The whole quest system, whenever you have a quest you can chat with someone, there's going to be this, and you click on it, it's going to pop it up, and you're going to notice there kind of puts it there in a floating heads up position. And then you can just accept it after you read through.
If Zuberi was here, he'd tell us this is the
Look at the
worst time
shotgun.
to argue.
Absolutely.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere. Sarah, get your gun.
So in this gameplay sequence, they start you with just a shotgun, and that's all you play with. When you get to the point where you can select things, and you pick the type of character you want, you get to choose between melee weapons, magic, or ranged weapons like guns here. But again, they start you off in this initial sequence, which is introducing you to the actual combat and gameplay only with a shotgun. You don't have a choice at this point. All right, so with this, we've got two abilities here, which I'll show you. There is this broad range shot, attacks up to 5 enemies, and a 60
How many
degree.
have they got in there?
And
It's gone viral so fast.
then the
If this
second
gets out
one
into
is
Tokyo,
I believe this is a single
We'll stop it
attack.
here, whatever
Strikes
it
a single
takes.
target, yeah.
Shouldn't we consult the Council of Venice first?
So just a little bit of arc damage in the first shot and a heavier single target damage in the second one. And you can tab target through people. Now the first attack is instant, the second attack has a ramp up time of 1 second.
Abandon all hope, ye you enter here.
And as we progress through this, we're going to pick up
Let's do this.
additional abilities as well besides these two. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Don't let it get on you. Don't even breathe in.
Just keep these guys in front of me and except for that guy right there, obviously.
This stuff can't think. It's a cancer. Cancer doesn't know you're coming, it just is.
I'm not a huge fan of. I've tried the 3 different, the 3 different archetypes. I've tried
New plan. Fight
ranged,
chaos
magic,
with chaos,
and
keep the
melee.
bastards
Not a
at a
huge
distance,
fan
then
of
take them out.
the range, the
That's
gunplay
your
in this
plan?
game.
Well, it's
I
a plan.
didn't think it was good.
You've
We got a
got
third
points,
ability
Sarah.
here. This is a cripple called
Make every
Kneecapper.
shot count.
You can pause it and read it if you want. Also, I put on the advanced tooltips to give pretty in-depth information. So now Powder Burn, which is my single target ability, is better when people are impaired, and I can impair with Kneecapper. So I impair with Kneecapper, puts that debuff on them, and then my single target ability does more damage. So try to get some line of sight action here though, because I'm actually getting pretty low. I don't have any healing right now. That's all. All right, go around the corner here. There we go. Yeah, I mean the gunplay is okay, but it's really not. I don't think it's the greatest. I'm not a huge fan of that combat. The melee combat's not so bad. It feels a little smoother.
Powers. Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
Listen,
New
Sarah,
ability.
You have to find Zuberi. We'll hold them here. Make a stand.
All right, so let me quickly go over this before I jump into the next part. So here's this is my first attack. It does area damage in front of me. Second attack right here, single target, 194 physical damage. Now the affected target also becomes impaired and knocked to the ground, okay? This one right here, 230 physical damage, up to 3 enemies in front of you. And enemies become hindered with that one. And then this last ability consumes all shotgun resource for a single target that deals massive damage, 365. So you can see right there, these ones are building up resource. Okay, and this one cost resource. And you'll see how that works. There'll be a resource system. I'm gonna come up to this guy right here. All right, so start off with that. And I want to impair him, slows him up a little bit. So you see on the right-hand side, with my shotgun resource, building it up with these, and then spend it with number 4 there. And there you go. Continue along, cross the tracks alone, go up into the subway here, or the thing, whatever they want to call this.
The cavalry has arrived. Even where the filth corrupts, sky has power indoors. Take it into yourself. Breathe it out. Will this broken-bodied mended?
Alright, so I just picked up my 5th ability, and this is Spring's Blossom, which is a heal, and right now I'm tasked with healing the security officer, which we will do.
Over here. Good. But even Gaia will be tested by what is to come.
Making a stand wasn't working out.
Yeah, about that. This ain't looking much better, to be honest. Now is not the time for argument.
Told you he would say that.
We must reach the next platform.
Alright, whole bunch of crazy combat coming up. So. I'll try to keep these guys in front of me. Hit that.
Well done.
yourself and continue along. Get away from that thing. Heck that is, jeez. What are these things? I don't know, actually. You want some context to what's in front of me? I really don't know what it is. Some sort of evilness that's going on. Some sort of evil invasion. I don't know.
The gate's opening.
I think that's bad news.
I'm gonna run by this.
Yep.
Ready for
bad
it.
News.
I just need to get to
We're not
here,
stopping.
and it pulls
They
up into
will
the
not
next
stop.
part.
This is all to hold us
Look out!
back.
It's all coming down.
Oh no! You knocked down and subway fell and whatever. And here we go. All right. So again, this whole sequence, which is coming to an end right now, all those events that just took place after that last major cinematic we saw in New York, we have since, you know, we were drugged and we're here in Tokyo or something, and all of that is done by every single one of the factions. All three of them go through the same experience. Exactly the same. No different at all. Now from this point forward, it's a little bit different because this is going to put us back in the whole New York thing and being drugged by the Illuminati, blah, 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 blah. So I will let you enjoy the beautiful cinematics. And if you want to make sense of that, what it meant to me when seeing that is, you know, we went into the body of whoever that girl was, and we're experiencing all those events that took place. So it's I view it as like the Illuminati putting us there to kind of understand what really happened, something like that. I think, I don't know.
Overstimulated. Higher brain functions.
All I know is my penile
Functioning.
gland was
That
overstimulated.
is great work. Well above MK Ultra success rate. Hey, can I ask you, have you ever seen a jaguar tripping?
Zerd,
Well, yes. Look it up sometime. Hey, you better haul ass to the test chamber. Jump through a few hoops. Oh, and you may be feeling some discomfort from the microchip that I grafted to your spinal column. No worries, though. I mean, it's gonna fade, really. And as your doctor, I'd caution you, strongly caution you, don't try removing it, okay?
All right, you got it. Okay, so we're all done being drugged, and now it's going to be time to go and pick the type of character that we want. This is where we're going to actually make some pretty pivotal decisions here. So I'm going to come up here, and we're headed to the test chamber. And I think I'm going to stick with what I've spent some time with and kind of what I know, which is a melee character. I'll quickly show you, though, the other options and everything like that. Zoom out here a little bit. All right, so here is the test chamber. Yes, I do. That's why I clicked on it. It was to enter it. Yeah, I know, right? I actually really like the load screens here. It goes from grayscale to color. Takes a little bit longer, like right now while recording with Fraps. Typically, kind of zoom right through those, but while recording with Fraps, it kind of slows that down a bit. All right, here we go. Director.
They give me clay and expect me to hand them back steel. It is not an instructor they want. It is an alchemist. You, my friend, are in a world of tigers, and they will eat you alive if you are weak, if you hesitate, if you do not strike first. Here, you will learn to strike first, and strike hard. For those combat holograms, they can do nothing to you. I, however, have a high-powered rifle and a streak of what some call sadism. I call a will to incentivize. You have potential, but we have no time to tease it out of you. Inside you is a power, an anima you can draw on to make yourself stronger, faster, a more effective killer. It is the magic behind the magic bullet. The weapons you use will become an extension of yourself. They are the instruments through which your anima is made force. I want you to arm yourself and show me that force. We have an arsenal here. You can experiment with all of them if you please. But when you leave, you can only take one with you. You have an edge, my friend, and I am not interested in how or why you came to possess it. Only that you sharpen it to the best of your abilities. Nothing less. In the test chamber, you can do so in safety. Safe. Except from me. Now, let us begin.
So all that mumbo jumbo was him basically just telling us, all right, now you get to pick the type of character you want to play. So I will quickly show you. You have got various options. This is the magic section. Blood focus, chaos focus, elemental focus. Blood magic, realm of sickness and prevention, both ancient and modern, but always hungry, chaos focus. Volatile magic that can turn the fortune of the battlefield to create weapons out of thought. And elemental focus, as much a fringe science as magic. Now, I guess, you know what I can do? Let me just quickly show you these here really quick. I'm going to just accept this. I'm going to burn right through this just so that I can show you. All right. I just want to show you the various starting abilities. So it's going to give me equipment here every time. And these are the two starting abilities here for blood focus. Builds one resource of each weapon, a single attack that deals 71 magic damage. There's that. And then the second one consumes 2 blood resource. And it's blood spike. Wow, what was that? Forget blood spike, that was a lag spike. Oh, it's because it's popping up this film, which we're going to exit out of. That's just talking about combat, really, really basic stuff. So I've got these 2 attacks right now with blood magic. There's that. And the second one, blood spike, which consumes 2 of the, there you go. So I try that, now let's go to chaos. Okay, chaos gives us these 2 abilities. First one, builds 1 resource for each equipped weapon. Single target attack that deals 71 magic damage. So this is a melee attack. And the second one here, burst attack that deals 102, also performs an additional hit per resource consumed. So if I've got, it does a lot more if I've got multiple. So that is chaos. Now let's go to elemental focus. So again, this is just trying them all out, kind of picking the one that you want, and they'll let you do this, but I figured, I guess it makes sense for me to show you. This one is kind of the really, really magey type. And the shock attack that builds 1 resource, deals 71 magic damage. Second attack, consumes 2 resources, single target 208 magical damage. Elemental resource cost is reduced by 1 when attacking a hindered target. So if you happen to hinder the target, it's costless. There you go. So those are those 3. Those are the caster ones, basically. Then over here,
this is the company line. You will use it to make
okay, these are the range ones. I'm gonna end up with the melee ones, but I just want to show you these. So next is assault rifle. Throw on the gear. All right, assault rifle, 2 abilities here. Build 1 resource. Burst attack that hits 4 times, 24 physical damage per hit. Second ability here, fire at will. It's an AoE. See that? So it hit multiple targets there. Got a little bit of a cooldown. There you go. All right, now let's take a look at pistols. So depending on the one you pick, it's it's a different attack style, and you get different abilities. Pistols. Am I within range? Wow, I gotta be really close for pistols. All right, the first pistol attack builds 1 resource, attacks 3 times, 24 per hit. Second one, channel focus attacks deal 57 damage. Wow, that's pretty cool. Nice, I like that. All right, So that is the pistol. Next is shotgun, which is actually what you saw start off with in the very beginning in that little introductory tutorial section. And we're not starting off with the same abilities, so we have the initial attack and then we have the consumer here. So the initial attack, you remember, it's an attack, wide range, it's up to 5 targets. There you go. Second one is the consumer, single attack with heavy damage. There it is. And then lastly, and my selection, my choice is down over here, the melee characters, 3 of which to choose from. First is Hammer. First hammer attack. Single target hit, pretty heavy. Second one, frontal cone. There it is. All right. Next is fist weapons. Put all this on. There's got to be a way to throw all that gear on. Maybe not. This is my inventory anyways, so I'll put this down here actually. All right, fist weapons. First one. 1 resource for each weapon equipped. Second one. Alright, let's see. It comes with a blast attack, 78 physical damage, gives you a savage sweep effect, causing the next fist resource to consume to deal 11 physical damage in an area around you. That's pretty cool. I see. Alright, cool. So there's fist weapons. And then lastly, blade weapons, and this is going to be the one that I pick, because this is the one that I've had the most experience with, and I've quite enjoyed the play style of blade weapons, so here you go. So the first 2 abilities you start off with, the first one is a single target attack, 71 physical damage. Second attack is a resource consumer, and it does AoE. Builds 2 blade resource, if any enemy is impaired when you hit with this, it builds resource instead of consuming. So normally it consumes all blade resource, which is right over here. But it will build it if it's an impaired. But none of the enemies are impaired right now, so there you have it. Alright, and again, this is the one that we're going to go with. Now that we have this equipped, we have the one that we're going to choose equipped, and we've got those abilities. Now you're going to notice that I've unlocked skill points and ability points, so we're going to do that really quickly before we go chat with our friend there. Skill points. Of course, we are going to go with the blade because that's what I'm currently using, and you've got the choice between skilling up damage or survivability, and that's pretty much what all of them. It's like damage or healing, or damage and survivability or support, as you can see there. Now, while I could put points into this, I'm not going to. Now, what putting points into this does is it's going to unlock what skills you can then select. So you can see right here, this purchased a new power, which is 2 cuts. So now I have the ability to pick up 2 cuts. And I've got 1 more skill point. I could put it in survivability of blade, and I'm just going to focus in blade. I know a lot of people would love to kind of mix and match and pick up a little bit of everything, but I am just going to put focus in blade. Also, you can pick the talismans. You need to level up talismans to equip higher level talismans. Talismans are gear. That's what it is in this game. I'm just going to hold on to this point to use it at a future date. Not too concerned about speccing into survivability right now. I want to continue to spec into damage. So I'm just going to hold off on that point. However, the ability points, now again, we have specced into the damage for blades here. Now this is the blade section. This is a wheel, and you can when you put the skill points in. Let me bring this up again. When I put the skill points in, it'll unlock skills in that tree that I can use. I think that's the best way for me to phrase it. And so here we are. And you're going to notice on this side now, these are abilities I can purchase. Now I currently have these ones right here. I currently have Delicate Strike, Delicate Precision, and Balanced Blade. I also have right here Immortal Spirit, as you can see there. Now I can purchase Blade Torrent, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus in the method for now. And the first one that I can purchase here is Exposed Weakness. I guess it's a little bit confusing, or maybe just my explanation of it is confusing. But I just picked up Exposed Weakness, which makes it whenever I imply an impaired ability, I gain minor penetration chance effect, which increases penetration chance by 10%. Now, Dancing Blades I cannot get at the moment because I don't have any additional ability points to purchase. But while you're leveling up and you gain XP, you get more ability points to let you unlock more skills. I guess the real simple way to say this is you level up and you just get to specialize how you want from there. You get to decide where you skill up, and depending on where you skill up, that's going to change what abilities within the ability wheel that you have access to. Now also, just going to throw something else in here to make it even more confusing for you. There's what are known as decks, and these are guidelines for building a character. So they're going to show you, you see this right here? It's showing you, these are just suggestions. And something else that I've been informed of, and I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I've been informed that if you choose to go with these guidelines, there are actually additional benefits you can get from it. I think you get additional abilities if you completely spec into these kind of, they're like pre-constructed characters, and they tell you where you should spend your points and everything like that. For now, I'm just going to build the character that I want. I'm not going to worry about the deck. Maybe later down the road I can. I mean, for example, this seems to be going along the path that I am here, so maybe I could go with the Slayer deck if I so desire. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to go along these decks suggestions at all. See, it tells you passive and actives that you'll be using, the weapons that you need to be using to have that specific deck. But you don't have to do that. It's not required. You can just build the character you want, build it how you want, spend skill points, and use the abilities within the ability wheel that you so desire. That's everything. All right. Now that that's been taken care of, let's pick up the phone. And now, exit the test chamber. Right, there we go. So we are actually almost out of the starting zone, and I do, at least in this one video, just want to completely take you through the starting zone. And then once we're out of here, we'll be into the general area, and I'll be showing you how that works. And then in the next video, whenever that comes out, maybe this weekend or early next week, you will get to see some actual combat, because all of this has really just been introduction with the exception of that little sequence there that we initially saw. All of this has been just basic introduction of stuff to the game. The real combat and the questing, if you want to call it that, that's going to be in the next video is going to mainly consist of that. But now for some more RP.
I fucking love old school hip hop, don't you?
You're so cool.
Projecting indecision is a big no-no. Always smile. But this isn't another test. We don't do probation. You're either in or you're out. The Illuminati are very achievement-focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore. The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me, too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding. Solomon Island. A little town and a preppy school with connections to us have kind of vanished off the coast of Maine. The people aren't a major deal. Do you know how many disappearances there are in the United States every year? We do. But our noses need to be totally clean on this one. The military are involved, and we have limited bandwidth to stall the shitheels at the DoD. Give an old dude a red button to press, it's like Viagra to them. I want you out on Solomon Island to assess the impact on our bottom line. You can skip the traffic and the quarantine by traveling through Agartha. Just use your initiative, but not too much initiative. That comes across as desperate. Ciao, ciao.
Alright, so we're headed to Maine, which is actually where I live. And we're gonna hop right in there really quick. And this is probably, this whole thing that we're about to go through, this whole sequence is what I think is the coolest part of this game and what I enjoy the most. And for what this game lacks in really, really strong combat, meaning it doesn't have strong combat, for what it lacks in the combat department, I think it makes up for in not so much the storytelling, but the world, the environment with which we're in here. And I really like the whole premise of this. And yes, those are just lore stuff, which I'm choosing to skip. So, little secret underground passage. This is strange. Where does it lead? It leads us to Agartha. Agartha is your quick transport waypoint style system that allows you to hop into zones within the game. The first zone currently available in the beta is the one off the coast of Maine. And I'm going to do a little more chit chat over here before we go into it though. It's going to help explain this a little bit in terms of the setting of the world.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour.
Ha ha ha.
Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveler. Well, you've come to the right place. This underground realm, like the Great British Rail System, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
Good old New England. It's a place to be, my friends. Alright, so this is really cool, and again, this premise and everything behind it I just absolutely love, and it's probably my favorite part of this game. I'm gonna hop through here. It's gonna quickly bounce me to the first zone. That's just what I'm gonna call it. And the first zone is Kingsmouth Town, Maine. So this is the first zone available in the beta. Now the second area, which we're gonna hop through here quickly as well. This is the second one. I believe this was just unlocked this beta weekend. And that is the Savage Coast. Now I don't have access to it yet. This character would have to go through the entire first zone before I can have access to that. But before we do any of that, let me just continue to hop through here just to show you. I want to see, first of all, how much they've unlocked with this. I know at the very least that this one I was able to read here. Entrance to the Blue Mountains. Let's see if we can go to the next one. If there's going to be anything here. And it looks like there is not. So far, only those one. Is there? Can I check the next one real quick? Maybe this is gonna have something? Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, oh, let's check this one here. I got something right over here too. So, this is so cool because they can just keep adding zones to the game. The Scorched Desert, there you go. So I just find this so intriguing because they can just use this system and continuously add zones to the game. I think it just makes for a really cool, oh, what's this thing here? What's this one go to? Yeah, that's gonna lead somewhere eventually. Right now? I don't know where. I don't know where it leads. Don't ask me where it leads, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going the right way right now. I think I am. Nope, think I lost. Think I got lost. Or am I'm on the right track. All right, so so this is I could now see this getting super confusing because I just was like, where am I? So we're gonna actually cut the video off right now. Where I need to go is the very first available area, which is Kingsmouth Town. And I will pick that up in the next video. I want to show you quickly too the little object that he handed us. That is basically like a Hearthstone way to get back to town. It's got a 30-minute cooldown, I believe. Let's find out really quick here. So you could do this wherever you are in the world. You can activate that. It's just going to bring you straight back to the entrance here. And it is in fact a 30-minute cooldown. So there you have it. All right, guys. So this was the initial look here at this very interesting game, The Secret World. Combat in the game isn't really the best at all. I can't say that. I think that that's definitely an area that they can improve upon. But the world, the setting, the story, really, really awesome. In the next video, I will be doing at least one more video of this during this beta weekend. We will be taking a look at this very starting area off the coast of Maine, which of course, again, is near and dear to my heart because that is where I reside. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning. Huzzah!